Hello everyone, I hope you are great. And this time I'm going to be revisiting the Gruul Ponza deck. Last time I played, it had no board bonus ornament because it was banned and it got unbanned. And since that point, I just didn't play the deck in my channel yet and anymore. Sorry, but this list is pretty stock, I believe. You play no Hydras and you play 10 to 11 to 12, maybe 10 to 11 land destructions. I play 10. I'm trying two bonders. I'm trying less Avenging Hunters because the meta game is kind of faster than ever. And as you can see, some of the lists, I think all the lists are playing one less of the Proposer, but I like this card a lot. And it just ramps to into your bigger guys. And I don't play Malevolent Rumble. Is the big difference between my list and all the others lists. They play three, sometimes even two, but I don't like that much because I wanna hit my land destructions, and Malevolent Rumbles don't don't get my land destructions. They cannot grab them. They can only grab the permanents, and then I need those land destructions against strong, against gates. And that's the main difference of the lands I pre-stock, like 17 lands and 11 ramps in forms of those that you need to play 8 of those, and sometimes you see lists with only 3 and wide growths. I like to play 4 wide growths when I play 17 lands, but I don't think this really necessary, but you can go for that. If you want to play 18 lands, you maybe take out one general's hand, but I don't know if that's necessary. So it's the main deck. And the sideboard is kind of confusing because I rather play Cast into the Fires and Suplex instead of the Glamours. But since for this gameplay I needed something that could hit the enchantments too, because I like to have more of a generic sideboard. So we have the Glamours. Also, Breath Weapons are you know needed because elves, because White Weenie, because Mono Red Rally. They are all bad matchups, I believe. No, means except for White Weenie, it is a okay to good matchup, I guess. But Weather the Storm, I always like to play 4, but I need a slot to play for the Glamours, to play also Electricity, because I cannot afford the fourth copy of Breath Weapon on my rent. So I need to put those two Electricities, because also they are cheaper and you can play them as soon as like turn 2 or turn 3 if needed against rally decks. Mono-red rallies or even fairies, that kind of stuff. And of course, the Relic of Progenitus is needed because, terrors and all the graveyard stuff. If you don't want to play the Graveyard, if you feel you're not hitting enchantments is not going to be needed, you can play like 4 Cast into the Fires or maybe 2 Cast into the Fires and 2 Suplex, or even only 3 Suplex, or whatever. You can play no Electricities and play 4 Cast into the Fires and 2 Suplex, and or maybe one more, rather on more relics, and you can choose depending on your meta. But this is the deck, and I'm gonna be showcasing only one match because this is, as you can see on the title, it is just a quick gameplay. It's going to be against a blue-black artifact based deck like refurbs, Guardian Relics, and some counter spells, some counters and some removals. It's a nice deck. I think it is a nice showcase for this deck. So let's find out how it went. Okay, we found a match. We're on a draw. We're gonna keep this because we have 2 lands in red mana, 3 land destructions, which is fine. Ooh, this is not good, but okay, this is even worse. But now maybe if opponent plays a destructible land next turn, maybe we okay, Hopeless Nightmare. Hmm, I'm gonna discard. This is a blue black deck, I guess. Yeah, I think I'm gonna discard it. One will ask the moss. I play a tap land. Okay, this is nice. This is nice. So it was a good discard. Guess opponent is not gonna like that too much because it is okay. We need one more. Okay, opponent have only one land. Oh, okay. We need to find another land here. Okay, this is fine. This is the land that we need. Next turn, we're gonna destroy all our opponent's lands because next turn we're gonna distortion the bridge. Of course, if the opponent plays an island now, I'm gonna destroy. This is the same. I'm gonna destroy distortion the bridge. The opponent we got lucky because the opponent's a slow deck and we believe is gonna counter this. Okay, okay, that's fine. I'm gonna get the Fount of Whispers. Next turn, my opponent found 4 lands until now. If you got another rebuke, it could be bad. If we found a land, we can play the Repurposer and the Move Over the Most, which is fine. A land not bad. Oh, yeah, this is not good. Your opponent's gonna play another thing. No, fine. Yeah, yeah. Opponent needs to counter this, otherwise, yeah. A lot of land destructors. We got lucky here. Opponent not playing the game. We have 6 mana. Okay, opponent's thinking about countering my creature. I will pay if it is another rebuke. I'm gonna pay 3. Okay, if opponent counter this, okay, he's gonna counter this. Oh, this was a good counter after all because now we have only 6 mana. We cannot cast the Altusor. Okay, you see opponent found. Okay, now we are in a bad spot. We need to find more land destructors, I think. Not at all. Mm. Would be nice to draw another land destruction. You can see how this artifact based decks, artifact based decks are just broken because they, not broken, but very strong because they can recover and draw a bunch of cards. Artifact lands, I think they are not good for Pauper. They are not healthy for Pauper. That's my opinion. Okay, Bubble. This is a blue black deck. We're gonna have the Glimmer. I think we have 4 the Glimmers on the sideboard. I think I'm gonna play this land because it's better this way. Yeah, might as well just clock our opponent because we have mana to cast anything that we can draw. When now can Cryogen. Yeah, this card is not good for Pauper. Referred for me that should have been banned before anything else. Like, okay, we're gonna have a token now. Okay, this is the same. Chrysalis is gonna get bigger. Ooh, this is fine, I guess. I don't care about my opponent getting the initiative because, you know, when I get mounting, I believe. No, I should have kept that mounting on my hand in case my opponent draws another refurb. When I find a land and cryogen my Chrysalis and kill my Avenging Hunter, we are in trouble. We still lose this game. Just because my opponent just found two rebukes, a lot of lands. He found six lands and countered two of our land destructions. The opponent's gonna get my initiative, I guess. Or maybe not. Maybe he's just gonna block. No, he's gonna get an initiative. I guess he's gonna have. He doesn't have the removing hand because otherwise he just would not think about this. I don't have cards in hand. He could just search for a basic, play the basic, cryogen my Chrysalis, and kill my Avenging Hunter. This is a obvious play, and my opponent just made a mistake here, I believe. Maybe he has a removal, but he doesn't. He don't have a basic land. Is that so? Yeah, I think he doesn't have a basic land. Okay, you're gonna lose the initiative. That's fine. Two life, and my opponent. I'm gonna be forging this token. I'm playing the proposer, and we have trap if we steal the initiative again. But now my opponent can't find a land. Would be ideal because like your opponent just concedes. He needs a land. He doesn't play any, I don't know, any basic. It's fine. It's just this is the play. I'm gonna get rid of those. Hmm. Maybe I don't want this. Maybe I need all the ramp and all the structure to slow my opponent down and just block with more of my creatures. I think that's the play. Game 2, we keep this hand. We have sprawl. We have one more to 5. We don't have a strong hand. We needed another untapped land. The opponent kept 5. For my opponents, oh, this is bad. This is bad because now we have Thermal Cast on turn 2. But we don't have anything on turn 3. Opponent didn't find a land, I guess. Gonna concede? Maybe? No, okay. This is good. Because now we can play. Okay, opponent. Okay. I'm seeing it. I'm gonna discard the Mastermas just because next turn we have the distortion. Your opponent just cannot play a refurb, then we are fine. Maybe he has a metallic rebuke. Okay, we're going to put this on green. I think it doesn't matter. Next turn we have Avenger Hunter anyway. Opponent plays Mana Leak. Ugh. If opponent doesn't play a creature next turn, we are fine with Avenging Hunter. I think he's gonna find a maybe a no blood fountain. It's fine. Opponent uh, got lucky, but not that lucky too. So pay three, we put one, but we have three, four, five. Mm. We're gonna get okay. Opponent has another metallic rebuke. Not not okay. Okay, now we just lose the game. Okay, let's consider this. Okay, I'm gonna keep this risking, but I don't know if this gonna be a good play. Let's see. We can have a fast annoyed outsort. If my opponent kills our Arbor Elf, it's gonna be pretty bad because next turn we're gonna play both Topi Sprawls. The Glimmer will be nice now. Okay. I think I'm gonna go put on red anyway. Okay, next turn we can have a lot of mana, but no, if my opponent kills the Arbor Elf, we're gonna have no mana. Or at least not mana to cast everything we want. Okay, opponent just duress the wind. Okay, this is fine because we're gonna play the Altusaur before combat, obviously. Six, seven. I think we got lucky here. Really lucky. When it needs to cast down this Chrysalis, it's gonna be 5, 6, and can block all the refurb. We discard the land that is useless right now. Okay. 6, 7. I'm gonna check everything. What opponent's gonna block? Maybe jump the Chrysalis. If he had it on a land and a removal, he can buy a lot of time. Just cryogenic. Taking 9, 10. It's fine. Not gonna play the land if my opponent plays another refer, but I don't want him to draw a card. Okay, other land. He's gonna cast down. No, not a cryo. I think this was okay. And opponent is dead or not? Your opponent's dead. GG. This is the video. Until the next one, guys. Bye.